had been looking at a plan for how to renovate this room more generally. It's really a historic showplace on campus. It's the original 1927 reading room of the first freestanding library at K-State. As we started to look at what we needed to do here, one of the things we looked at were the murals, and 4 murals really represent the foundation of the land-grant university. So I think that's one of the major reasons why we wanted to preserve them and continue to keep them a piece of K-State libraries and a piece of K-State's history.
At the beginning, you do some tests and figure out, how you would approach some of the problems. But then once you begin, you hope that those test areas are the same across the entire mural. But I think just the sheer volume of paint that we were working with here was a challenge. I think the second challenge I would mention is some of the water leak issues in this nice old building.
We had some documentation that told us that they had been restored at one point because of water damage, but we could see some other damage emerging. We didn't have a lot of expertise, but we felt we wanted to have somebody come in and take a look at them.
It has been a 4-year project. Each mural from start to finish would have been about 2 weeks of work. It's different looking at the murals from down below and then getting up on a scaffolding and the paint is right here and you can just see so many other little things, clues as to how the work was created, condition issues, all kinds of things. We found some interesting information about Overmyer's painting technique. Paint has become more transparent over time, and so you're able to see the grid lines below. Those grid lines suggest that he was transferring a sketch onto the wall to kind of guide the composition. And so we see those grid lines and that tells us a little bit about how he got started. We use a product called Gamblin conservation paint, and that's a type of paint that is very easily reversible. In the future, the next conservator who comes along who treats these works will be able to remove that paint using solvent that has very little effect on oil paint. With our cleaning, we had to use some acetone-based solvent mixtures. Someone down the road won't need acetone, and that's very good for the oil paint.
We do have a lot of alums come back who want to see that room they studied in when they were a student. And students nowadays call it the Harry Potter room. They think it sort of looks like the big dining hall in the Harry Potter movies. We get comments from students about it just makes me feel smarter to be in this room that looks like an old library. I think the one thing I would emphasize is just extreme appreciation for the Friends of the K-State Libraries. We would not have been able to get this work done without their financial support. They have taken this on as a multi-year project, and we would not be where we are today with the restoration of these murals without that group.